everyone, welcome back to my channel Noor Astrologer. Hope you all are well. Today's video will be a treasure trove of very important information for all because this video explains the whole situation of politics of Pakistan. This video predicts the direction of the upcoming days of Pakistani politics due to the Sun transit into Libra and also explain the effects of this transit into your horoscope. If you have any questions or concerns, please feel free to contact us at this forum. The Sun, which we consider to be a planet of power and authority, has always been associated with government and power. According to the astrology, and every year in October and November, when the Sun transits in the zodiac sign Libra, the Sun becomes very weak, which affects governments as well. You can find evidence of this from the entire history of Pakistan, and you can imagine for yourself how the impact of this transit of planets in astrology affects the governments, including all of us, and therefore our political predictions always has been proven right. If I further talk about this, the transit of the Sun in Libra on October 17, and the opposition is also starts a movement against the regular government from October 16, which is very likely to gain momentum, and I can easily see the planetary rotation. I can say that if the opposition remained united and was serious about bringing the movement to a logical conclusion, then this transit in the Libra of the Sun would be a message of departure for the government, and the present government would only be able to see January or February. Because as far as I know, the opposition is likely to get some more public support with the support of businessmen and public and private employees. Because this transit can lead the people to revolt against the government. And if the opposition's upcoming alliance continues from October 16, 2020, then you will see my prediction against comes true. The whole history of Pakistan in October, the story of Sun transit into Libra is very long. Even then, if I talk about the last year, on October 30, 2019, Maulana Fazal-ur-Rehman has reached Lahore, where he had started his long march against the government of Imran Khan along with Noon League. At that time, the complete alliance of opposition affects the politic, but was saved and my predictions proved correct. Other than that, Liaquat Ali Khan, Pakistan's first Prime Minister, was assassinated in October. On October 27, 1947, India landed its troops in Kashmir. On October 24, Governor General Ghulam Muhammad dissolved the country's first Constituent Assembly. On October 7, 1958, President Sikandar Mirza declared the first martial law in Pakistan. He repealed the 1956 constitution, calling it unworkable and full of dangerous compromises. On October 24, General Ayub was sworn in as Prime Minister by Sikandar Mirza. Just 3 days later, on October 27, Ayub forced Sikandar Mirza to resign and he became the country's president. On October 16, 1979, military ruler General Zia adjourned the polls indefinitely dissolving political parties and imposing press censorship. The October 2002 election, which were held under the supervision of General Pervez Musharraf's military government, ended multi-party democracy in the country by overthrowing the two-party rule of the PP and the PMLN. The leaders were imprisoned on the orders of General Musharraf. These were also the effects of October and the transit of the Sun in Libra. Exactly 3 years earlier, on October 12, 1999, General Pervez Musharraf ousted Nawaz Sharif from power. On October 18, 2007, Benazir returned to Pakistan after nearly 8 years in exile, where a bomb had exploded in Karachi. He was greeted by the attack. This bombing incident is called the Karsaz incident. And more than that, the most devastating earthquake in Pakistan's history in October 2005. It hit Kashmir and NWFP, killing more than 80,000 people. it is certainly not possible to deny the recent transit of the sun and its effects. It is possible that Pakistan is the world's superpower or famous personality. Here are some of the ones I found interesting. Now, let's talk about the impact of Sun transit into Libra in 12 zodiac signs. Sun transit in zodiac sign Aries. Sun owns the 5th house in Aries. This Sun transit in sign Aries will be in the 7th house, and it will have negative effects on Aries people, especially when dealing with their life partner. Keep their temper cool, otherwise, marital differences can arise. There may be a cold war with superior at work, so avoid any confrontation during this time. Now let's see what is the transit of Sun for Taurus people. The Sun will transit into the 6th house of sign Taurus, and at this point Taurus people will get its very good results. They will have the courage to fight with their enemies, and this will be a good time to get the new responsibilities in the workplace. Taurus people wanted to change jobs for a long time. They are going to have a lot of opportunities during this solar transition. Sun owns 4th house, which represent the car and property, and is in poor condition in 6th house. This shows that it is very important to drive safely during this time. Otherwise, there may be some accident can happen. Now let's see what happens to the transit of Sun for zodiac sign Gemini. The Sun transit is in the 5th house of Gemini and will have the negative impacts on Gemini people. Their younger siblings can cause some troubles for them, so they have to spend some extended time with their younger siblings as well as listen to them, as this will help them clear up misunderstandings. Stay away from fried foods during this period, otherwise you may face some difficulties in stomach. Now let's see what happened to the transit of Sun in zodiac sign Cancer. Sun, who owns zodiac sign Cancer's 2nd home, will be in a weak position in the 4th house, which indicates that it may pay unfair situations for the people of Cancer. The 4th house represents mother or property in astrology. In the meantime, the mother's health can be a bit fragile. This can create a problem for those people. Buying and selling a property can be a hassle for them as well. Now let's see how the transit of Sun in zodiac sign Leo. Sun is the lord of Leo. It transits into the 3rd house of Leo and is likely to get the best result of this transit for Leo people. This is the right time to make the most of your skills. So if these people are in a professional skill like sports, so that they will have many opportunities to get help further in their career. Now let's see how the transit of Sun for zodiac sign Virgo. Personally, these people may encounter some undesirable situations. Take special care of your words while speaking. Avoid making any kind of deal during this transit, as it may hurt the feelings of others. Now let's see how the transit of Sun for the zodiac sign Libra. Sun will transit into the 1st house of zodiac sign Libra, and it is likely to be had the hard impacts. Their reputation and the social prestige will be damaged. These people will find it difficult to control their temper. Their top executives can cause trouble at work, so they have to try to follow the method, yes boss, yes boss. Sun is a dry temperament. Planet can cause skin problems, so try drinking plenty of water and stay away from spicy and fried food during this time. Now let's see what is the transit of Sun for the zodiac sign Scorpio. The Sun will transit into the 12th house of Scorpio. These people will have the mixed impact of this transit, and their jobs may not be very beneficial. They should have to avoid to change their job during this period. There may be some difficulties related to their father health, so they have to keep a close eye on their father's health. They must have to avoid doing anything that is against the law. Otherwise, they can get themselves into a lot of trouble. Beside all this, such people may face some sleep-related problems, which can lead to problems like poor eyesight and headaches. Now let's see how the transit of Sun into the zodiac sign Sagittarius. The Sun will transit into the 11th house of Sagittarius, and the mixed result of this transit, Sagittarius people are likely to be having mixed impact. There may be some paid opportunities for development for them, which it would be wise to take advantage of. Business people can lay the foundation for a good deed. During this time, they can also get the help from their subordinates, due to which they will perform well at workplace. Any kind of travel, especially job-related travel, can provide success for their career and provide profit. Now let's see how the transit of Sun into Capricorn. The Sun will transit into the 10th house of Capricorn, which is the house of career and profession. During such time, these people must have to be very careful at work. Avoid any shortcut for success. Avoid any kind of job or stick to your current job. If they encounter a strange situation at work, their boss can be help them. But these people must have to work as a team, and it is possible that they will get good reward in future. Now let's see how Sun transit into Aquarius. The Sun will transit into the 9th house of Aquarius, and it will have the mixed impact on them. Sun related to relationships and life partner means Sun is the owner of 7th house of Aquarius people and will be in a weak position in the horoscope. It shows some of the differences that can affect the relationship between a life partner. But these people need to be very polite with their life partner. At the workplace, hard work is the only way to get the desired result related to the business. This is not the right time to make any kind of trip, as it can lead to losses and unnecessary expenses. Now let's see what happens to the transit of Sun into Pisces. The Sun will transit into the 8th house of Pisces, and they will have the negative effects on them. These people must have to take care of themselves. Their enemies will not miss a single opportunity to harm them. They have to be very careful at work, and before signing any document, avoid all written matters and try to check them completely. They will find it difficult to change. They will also find it difficult to maintain a good relationship with their boss. But avoid conflict and discussion in your work and personal life. Some differences between their in-laws and life partner will impact on their life and can put the negative impact. In the case of health, the immune system is likely to be weak. This transit can cause to have some dental and eye problems. Now guys, it's time to say goodbye. I hope you like this video of us, in which you will get the full explanation of Sun transit into Libra Zodiac sign. Stay tuned to my YouTube channel for more prediction and informational videos. Thank you. Goodbye.